Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I thought I'd do something different. Maybe do a couple of small videos showing some of my old cards that not Nintendo, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cards, basketball cards, baseball cards. And I thought I'd go over, some football cards. I'll show you those. And I'll just pick a stack. These I had since mid to late 1980s. Not a whole lot. I know the majority of these baseball cards, I think they sold them in giant boxes in the stores back in the day. So there's probably not rare. There's probably way too many copies of them to really make a few bucks, maybe, on some of them. But I'll pick a stack. I'll probably do the Ninja Turtles here. And what I'll do is I'll pause it and I'll pull out a stack of them and we'll go through some. All right, let's go through them. Let's go through some of these. Start out with a few here, and I'll show you some of them. I'm gonna put them in this baseball book. A slice that satisfies. Yeah, and these are collect all 88 cards per box. I guess that's what it was. So I'll just go through some of them, and thought I'd do something a little different this time around. Video games, free PC games, stuff like that, or unboxings. So I thought, man, let's do something different. I'll show the fronts of them. I know there's a glare. Maybe if I just do it at an angle like this. Won't be so difficult to do. And this is from the movie. This was a thing they made money off of back then. The kids, they see the cards in the store at the registers, or the little sports section with all the cards. Back in the old days, they had the sort of like how they have at Walmart to the left of the cash registers. You would have a little section for like the cigarettes and all that. Well, they also had a section for cards and discount stuff is what they had. It was set up way different back then. I remember that. That's from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, the first movie. All they did was they did the same thing that I do with the, where you would, like, for instance, this video here, I use a player and I pause it, and then I take a picture of it, and then basically would print them on cardboard. Of course, they had a better setup, better printers and stuff when they did that, but there you go. And I'll just kind of go through some of them. Then I'll show you at the end them all in the book. I'm going to put them in this book. Got to use the book for something. And I do have a ton of baseball cards that you saw in the box. That's all I have, is what you've seen in that box. I don't have a ton of anything. There's only a few things that I kept over the years. Everything else I either sold, got rid of, or even tossed in the trash. I didn't really care at that point because of things that was going on in my life. A lot of things are worth quite a bit of money. I actually tossed in the trash a long time ago when some bad things happened. So I did. I needed to get rid of it, and I said, well, I'm just gonna throw it away. A lot of the collectors would be like a nightmare for them. I was like, no, why did you do that? But I had to do what I had to. I had to get rid of it. So, and that's kind of what I did. I had to. I had all kinds of Ninja Turtle figures, and I had Micro Machines. I had all kinds of stuff. And I threw it all in the trash. I only kept a couple things because I couldn't take it all with me. And when the reality of life strikes you, nothing matters, or most things don't matter to you anymore, because it never really did matter. It only mattered at the time. But I did keep this. Don't ask me why. I just thought maybe, because I remember Babe Ruth baseball cards and stuff. Well, I thought, well, maybe these would be, maybe all else fails in my life, years and years later, maybe they'd be worth something. But apparently, that's not how it works in a lot of cases, because during that time, they made many copies of baseball cards, so of the same baseball card. So they're not really worth anything. A lot of them ain't worth anything. But yeah. What in the world is that? What does that look like to you? That looks weird. Oh, okay. They're wrestling with him. They grabbed him. Foot soldiers grabbed him. That's what it was. It's from the movie. It was like one pack. I think my mom got these a long time ago. When back in the day, and I saw them, and she got them for me. It was the wrapper. It was like, oh, Ninja Turtles. It was just the thing, the hype thing. But it's all a lie, folks, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, guys and gals. It's all a lie. It's all put on by the corporations to make money off this stuff. That's all it is. Nothing special about any of it. It's only special by memories that you shared, or it's worthless because it's just cardboard printed pictures. Like, for instance, this is the cartoon, right? So isn't that right? they would just pause the cartoon, and they would take pictures of it, and then they would print them out, or however they did that. That's all it is. This is from the cartoon, 1987, 88, 89, somewhere in that range cartoon. That's all it is. I wonder if it says the date on this. You might be able to read it better than me. It might have a date on it. Somewhere on the bottom, probably. I'll play it back. Maybe I can read that better. But yeah, I'll just go through them really quick. Some of them are kind of... This one's kind of damaged a little bit. So I had a rubber band around it. I'll show you that if it's still there. I had a rubber band. Look at this. I had a rubber band, and it was wrapped around them. And it stuck to it like this, and I had to go... Sort of remind me of that bubble gum it come with. It's like sometimes it would stick to the cards. And this is like a 1988, 89, 90, 91 rubber band right here. And it stayed on there for 25, 30 years. Wrapped around this. Yeah, I'll just kind of go through them as fast as possible. I like to talk about things when I do it as well here. And I'll just go through them. I know the video is getting kind of long. Maybe I'll do 2 videos here. Maybe I'll just go through this here, and then I'll start the other stack on another video. Yeah, see how this is black? This was the later ones. These were the later ones. Like probably the last ones before the cartoon was said and done with. These were probably the later years cards. I didn't get too many of these. But yeah. But like I said, I'll probably just do another video of them. It's something different. Something different to do. See another. Here, I'll show you the back of them. Maybe it has a different date on it than the other ones. You can take a look and see if it shows the date. Second series cards, okay. Yeah, this is the second series then. Is it that? Does that mean it's the second? It's the second box you would buy. Second box you would buy, or oh, that's correct. Okay, and we gotta finish it off with the Technodrome. Let's finish this video off with the Technodrome here. And that the toy was never their actual size. The Technodrome should have probably been the size of a table or something. Is what it should have been. But alright, I got this whole stack left to do. I can do that in the next video. And that's what I'll do, and I'll show you inside of it after I get on the next video, and I'll just go through them like really quick, and that will be these are the only ones that I have, these Ninja Turtle cards. I know there's probably a lot more than that, but alright, thank you so much for watching. Moving on to the next part. I will do another video of these, finish these off, and then I'll show them in the book at the very end. I'll go through them a little bit quicker because the video was a little bit long for that little bit of time that I was messing with it. But I like to share stuff. Yeah, just share and expressing myself. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll move on to another video of this, and hopefully you like it, and something different, kind of show and tell of the past, memories as well. So you get to know me a little more. I share only what I want to share, and that's what I do. Alright. Take care, everybody. Moving on to the next video / part.